Hello everybody, it's Nick Jevick. Over the last couple weeks I've had several phone calls and emails from people that are looking to issue debt equity. And I wasn't quite sure what they meant by debt equity, but as we either got through phone conversations or exchanged emails, it became clear that what they were looking to do was to issue debt with an equity kicker. So the construction of something like that is pretty straightforward. It's really just debt with warrants. And normally when you talk about debt with warrants, it's typically associated with subordinated debt or mezzanine debt, just a way to get those investors a little higher return than just interest only. But there really is no reason why you couldn't do senior debt with warrants as well. So what I've got here for you in this very short video presentation is how to put together a very simple model and to use that model to calculate a targeted IRR, number one, and then number two, how much equity in dollars that you need to be able to provide to hit those targeted IRRs. So without much further ado, let's take a look at the video. Thanks. Okay, here we are. I've opened up my Excel spreadsheet and I've built this fairly simple model. As you can see, I've only got two inputs here. I've got the loan amount, and again, these are in thousands, so $2 million, and I've got my coupon, or the interest rate that I'm willing to pay to an investor. The rest of the spreadsheet is really set up from the perspective of the investor. So here when I'm looking at cash flows, it's me as the investor paying out or lending $2 million, and then over the next 5 years receiving these principal payments, $300,000, $300,000, $400,000, etc. And then the interest that I'm going to be receiving at this 12% rate. And then at the end of year 5, my warrants, and that's what we need to figure out, my warrants then will give me a certain amount of cash flow that'll result in in my targeted internal rate of return. So you can see here right now, because I have 0 in the warrant section, that my IRR of 12% matches the coupon. So there's a couple ways that I can figure out how much in dollar amount in warrants I need to give up, or in equity that I need to give up to hit a targeted IRR. So let's say my targeted IRR is 21%. So one way to do that is to just start adding numbers. So you can see I added 500,000 and now I've got a 17% IRR. If I take that to 750, 19.1%. So I could keep doing that until I get my 21%. An easier and faster way to do it, and if you're familiar with this, up in Tools, and then you get to Goal Seek, you get this little table that pops up. And here I want to set cell, this one here, I want to set my IRR cell to 21%, so that's 0.21. And I want to achieve that 21% by changing this number here, which is the dollar amount of the warrants. When I click go, and OK, you can see that I've got 21% return. So that's pretty easy. So the next part of the this puzzle is what percent of equity does this roughly $1 million represent? And so we're going to cover that in the next tutorial. So in the meantime, if you either don't know how to put a model like this together, or don't have the time, or don't want to take the time, just shoot me an email. I am happy to share this with you for your own use. You can find my email address on the Contact Us page. So until next time, this is Nick Jevick. Hope you're having a great day. Take care.